8 lifestyle changes with my 76-pound Mounjaro weight loss, and if you're on Zepbound weight loss. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, I'm Countess of Shopping. I have been on Mounjaro for a year now, and I've lost 76 pounds year to date. If you are on Zepbound, it is the same formularity, just different FDA approval for it. Mounjaro has type 2 diabetes approval, and it has been prescribed off-label for weight loss, and now the FDA has approved Zepbound for chronic obesity management. My co-host, Mr. Freddie, is trying to come downstairs because there's a treat behind. So if he joins us, that's my co-host, Mr. Freddie. Welcome. We're gonna go ahead and dive in. I've got for you today, if you read any sort of the Eli Lilly, the manufacturer of Mounjaro, they talk about in their literature, I'm gonna move the mic over. They talk a lot when you're taking Mounjaro or Zepbound of making these lifestyle changes. Well, what are they? Here's mine. On my 76 pounds in 1 year, my 8. Number 1 is portion sizes. My portion sizes used to be very large and in charge, and they, to be brutally honest and transparent, they can be on Mounjaro for me on day 6 and day 7 of my injection. So with those, my portion sizes though, typically on day 1 and day 2 of my shot injection are, on day 1 and day 2 of my shot injection are not, we're getting a guest at my house. I have no idea who this person is. And literally they're like looking at me and the dog's gonna start barking. So let's keep going. We're gonna keep going as we talk about our portion sizes on there. But so in terms of portion sizes, they've changed. And so our food bill has dramatically decreased in the last year. So if you're looking for cost saving measures, I don't pay as much as I used to for groceries. For takeout food. When we go out to eat for dinner, I know that that's going to be 2, if not 3 meals for me, depending. So lots and lots of changes with that. And if you think about that over the course of each week and then each month and then for the year and now years, so I'm going on my 2nd year of what that means in terms of portion sizes, it is amazing and really, really helpful. Okay, this person's leaving my house. I don't know why they just drove into my driveway. Shoo, and the dog is going to rip its face off if it comes closer. I don't know why they're there. Maybe they brought me flowers. Who knows? For my 1 year Mounjaro anniversary. I don't know, just kidding, just teasing. Number 2 is protein focus. So I've changed, one of the lifestyle changes, if you hear Eli Lilly talking about, you gotta make lifestyle changes. You gotta make lifestyle changes. For me, the biggest lifestyle change is I focus on protein for my meals. How does that work? Well, 3 different ways, and I'm sure I'll have more as I continue on this food healing relationship as I go through, is change my A1C taking Mounjaro and making sure that I'm eating protein first and nutrient-dense food. So what does that look like? I meal prep my proteins. We have steak in the refrigerator. I'm gonna cook those up. Chicken, I eat a lot of lean protein like chicken, turkey, ground chicken, lean ground beef. Because my stomach can't handle, for example, those steaks that we're gonna be having. I can have very small pieces, but higher fat proteins for me give me very, like for Mounjaro side effects or Zepbound side effects, gastrointestinal issues like diarrhea, constipation, nausea, vomiting, gastrointestinal pain, like those are normal. Those are part of like common side effects. If it's more severe than that, obviously for you, for any sort of Mounjaro side effects, contact your healthcare provider. Same thing with Zepbound weight loss, contact your healthcare provider. I am not a medical professional. I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to play one on the internet. This is not medical advice, simply my experience, strength, and hope. And hopefully to help encourage you today, right? Hopefully to help be like, okay, am I doing these lifestyle changes with my own Mounjaro weight loss or Zepbound weight loss? Okay, so protein focused, reframing that took me working with an amazing dietitian who's fabulous. I still work with her. She's awesome. 2, going back into Weight Watchers, which if you've seen my previous videos, I used to bash Weight Watchers literally here on YouTube several years back, but now I actually really like them. Their GLP-1 program, I have a discount link down below. That's been very helpful in terms of protein ideas and nutrient-dense foods. That's been very helpful. And then also number 3 is Beyond Body. They have a customized book, which has been very helpful for me for portion sizes, different ideas, protein ideas. And I have a discount code. You have to, I think it's Queen. I'll link that in the description link below, as is all of these. So making protein focus has been really, really important for me as I go through this journey for making lifestyle changes. Because honestly, before, I mean, several of y'all are like OGs. You've been with me here on YouTube for, 5+ years. When I was kind of low carb and where I was really focusing on keto. Well, near the end, right before I started Mounjaro, I was eating like straight carbs. There really wasn't very much protein. So making this protein shift and finding proteins I love, like seafood or crab or lobster or fish or turkey or chicken or canned tuna. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy expensive things, but I've learned a lot about proteins that I actually really do like and focusing in on those. And if I don't like something, okay, great. Maybe I'll like it in the future, but for now I don't. And focusing on proteins that make me excited for when I do have my appetite, because for me, that's ebbed and flowed. I'll have my appetite on day 6 and day 7, and then day 1 and day 2, I am really not that hungry. It's usually just one meal. Sometimes it's no meals, but usually it's one meal, if not 2 meals. But minimal. That for me is very, very normal. And that's typically for my Mounjaro weight loss. And if you're on Zepbound, it's the same formulary again. For me, I lose the most weight on day 1 and day 2 of that. Let's go over next to my next one of my lifestyle changes is nutrient focused. So I realized through this process very quickly, like straight out of the gate, how much I needed electrolytes and nutrients. So focusing in, of course, on eating fruits, vegetables, things like that. But I am loving LMNT electrolytes. I absolutely love their electrolytes because they have magnesium, potassium, and sodium. If you're worried about high blood pressure, the potassium in it with sodium, potassium has shown in clinical trials about how it potassium negates the sodium effects of that. So obviously talk to your own doctor about that, but it tastes delicious. It's very helpful for body aches, particularly if you get Mounjaro body aches or Zepbound body aches, or even just feeling tired. For me, this doesn't have caffeine in it, but because of the magnesium, potassium, and sodium, it helps my body actually feel less tired. Although magnesium can make you feel somewhat tired, for me, this actually, because it's giving me the nutrients that I need, that's been very, very helpful. And of course, eating a healthful lifestyle, like sheet pan vegetables. If you've not seen, and I'll link down below on my free blog on countessofshopping.com, I have tons of articles and Mounjaro recipes and Zepbound recipes to help you on your weight loss journey. So using freezer organic vegetables, saving a ton of money, but having organic, and then using those that are from the freezer and making sheet pans out of green beans, broccoli. I'll link all of those recipes down below. They're so good and so easy and so cost effective too. But doing things like that, like I never would have done that. And it's very, I'm not wasting food. I used to throw out, which I'm embarrassed to say, a ton of produce. I don't do that anymore. And so one of those lifestyle changes is figuring out my meals for my family, for myself, my hot husband, the Count, and for the Duke, our 8-year-old, and cooking for all of them too. Okay, let's go over to number 4 is sleep. For me, making a lifestyle change of really focusing on my sleep. And I need that. My body is going through a stressor, losing weight. I'm 76 pounds down in 1 year with my Mounjaro weight loss. Woohoo! On my 100-pound weight loss journey. So this next year is really focusing in on losing 100 pounds. Realistically, could I lose a little bit more after that? Probably, but that's my main goal and my main focus for now. So really focusing on sleep because that is a stressor on the body. And I don't have a toddler anymore. When I had a smaller child, when you saw me first when I came here on YouTube, I had a very young child. In fact, when I started filming videos, I had a baby in the grocery store, like was exhausted. Now I'm not exhausted because I'm not up in the middle of the night. If you are a young mother, extra grace, extra grace, extra grace for lack of sleep because your sleep truly is not your own with little kids. Or if you're in the middle of a stressful season of caretaking, or if you're, there's lots of different things, right? For me, I've been in and out of the hospital with a family member, helping them in caretaking the past few weeks. And it's messed with my sleep, but also in the same sense, I've been really holding the line about I'm tired. My body needs to rest because I'm in tune with my body, right? Like I really am in tune with my body. Mr. Freddy's just sitting right over there. Do you want to come over here, Mr. Freddy? He's like, no. Usually he sits right behind me. Not today though. Number 5, processing feelings, right? Like I am not eating or binge eating like I used to. There's been a lot of healing with my relationship with food. And so processing that, processing feelings, if I get sad, mad, angry, overwhelmed, I've noticed that I get very, overstimulus. If I'm overstimulated with like sounds or lights or overwhelmed, that I can shut down. And so that's been very helpful to learn some of these things because food's not my coping mechanism now. Now it's processing those, but I've had to work with a therapist Truly. So if you're working on your relationship, healing your relationship with food, perhaps maybe getting some outside help to help with that as well has been so beneficial for me. One does not, in my opinion, I'll use my I statements. I did not get 100 pounds overweight without having an unhealthy relationship with food that needed to be healed. I cannot believe he's not taking his treat. I try to entice him. Do you want to eat your treat? Okay, I'll leave it right here. Number 6 of lifestyle changes I've had to make is my clothes are different. And my aesthetic's different. I've just changed my wardrobe completely. And that's not like a lifestyle change, but it's more of like personal preferences. And I don't know if that's because of Mounjaro or if it's because I'm getting older or if it's because I have done so much healing that a lot of things that I used to wear and have in my home, I don't anymore. We have donated a significant amount of things in our home to be more minimalists. And my clothing too. I don't wear as much jewelry. And if you see me without my wedding ring, I am happily married. My fingers just are, I've lost so much weight that my rings literally slide off. I need to get them resized. So, but just things that I used to wear, I don't really, like even that, my personal preferences have changed in terms of clothing and aesthetic. I was not expecting that, by the way, at all to be one of my lifestyle changes. Number 7 is the way that I talk to myself. I think with being over 100 pounds overweight, and now at this current moment, having lost 76 pounds, the way I used to talk to myself is not the way I talk to myself now. I know I am strong. I'm getting stronger every day. I did not feel strong a year ago. I felt very weak. I felt very demoralized. I felt very not good about myself. And I feel really good about myself today. I really do feel that this has, not because of the weight, but because of Mounjaro's been an amazing tool that I can do this. These lifestyle changes of changing the way I eat, working out. That was one of them that should have been up there at the top. We're going to give a bonus one on there. I said 8 changes. It's going to be 9 changes. Is I walked Mr. Freddie today. I wish he would come over. He's being very shy right now. 2 miles today. I walked him 2 miles. That never would have happened. Like I walk dogs. So you guys know we foster a ton of dogs. We love, that's our heart's desire, is we foster a ton of dogs. But that's really changed quite a bit. That I physically move every single day. If it's not lifting, I use my Beyond Body personal training program. I'll link that in the description link below. Use the code QUEEN because I've been lifting with that, and that's been so helpful in addition to walking. So that's been a focus that hadn't been a focus before, and it really, really is now. Tip number 8 was the movement one. Tip number 7 was the way I talk to myself. Changing the way that I talk to myself is really, really different because I believe I can do things. I believe I can lose. I before would be like, yeah, I'm going to lose weight. But really in the back, there was a lot of doubt. There's not doubt. I know with every fiber of my being, this last, to get to the 100-pound weight loss for my health, I'm doing it. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I have the tools to do it. I believe I can now. It's just a matter of implementing these new lifestyle changes and tools that I've been practicing for the last 52 weeks. I know I can do it. So we did number 8 was the fitness. And then number 9 is your bonus ones. It's actually 9 ones. Is my career has gotten more active, but also less active, if that makes any sense. My priorities have shifted within my career. A year ago, many of you guys knew I was on Amazon Live, had a robust live streaming business with that. That has completely shut down. I focused and chosen to step away from that. And I love Amazon. I love working with Amazon with their influencer program. You guys will see here in a little bit, I'll talk about some other things with Amazon. But for me, changing that drive into, I have bookends. I'm not working 60 hours a week. I love to work. Like I'm just one of those people. Tell me in the comments, are you one of those people like, I just love to work? But there's a turn-off valve with that. I feel like how Mounjaro talks about in their scientific studies about how they're finding that people who had like shopping addictions or like drinking or smoking, or particularly the drinking thing, people are not drinking as much on Mounjaro because there's a turn-off valve. For me, definitely with work, like it used to be all consuming and now it's just not but my career's gotten even better. Like taking this, doing some really cool things here this year, this upcoming year on the agenda. I'm so excited for the upcoming next year, like already on the calendar, amazing, incredible opportunities. Last year, I became a QVC guest host. Many of you guys have asked about that. I've been selected to be a guest host for QVC, but brands have to personally select you. Did you know this? Brands have to personally select you. And so one of them wanted to do it on a date that I was not available with my son, because we had pre-set a date together, my son and I did. And then because I didn't do that one gig, I missed out on the whole gig. And then subsequently they haven't asked back because I wasn't able to do that one thing. So just to give some context on that, but cool stuff like that, that's still amazing. But my career has shifted in a different way of where it's better, just different, if that makes sense. Because there's a shut-off valve with it. And I refuse to work like 1 million hours a week now. Okay, a couple of things. We're going to do a new thing here at Countess of Shopping. I was like, what time is it? We're going to do a new thing here at Countess of Shopping at the end of our episodes. I'm going to start doing this because you guys ask me all the time. I buy these products myself. These were not gifted. I bought all of them for full authenticity of some of my favorite things that are helping me, Mounjaro tools that are helping me on my weight loss journey this week, or today, actually. Number one is LMNT electrolytes. I have bought all of these. They've been very generous with the Countess of Shopping community and given us 8 free sticks for any purchase. So on their website, it's actually cheaper to buy it on their website than anywhere else. So you can get the smallest portion. You get 8 free sticks with it. I'm obsessed. Raspberry salt's my favorite. The Duke, my 8-year-old, loves the watermelon. Next, loose skin. You guys ask me so much. On 76 pounds, do I have loose skin? Yes. I have done intermittent fasting. I still do. Like today I fasted, I don't know, like 18 hours or something, which felt in tune with my body, and that's what my body felt good with. I used to force longer fasts, and now I'm less forceful of that. But I still fasted for 18 hours and I still have loose skin. So what's helping me is this cream. I'm not sponsored by them. I've bought this all on my own. It is pricey. However, it's 10 ounces. It's quite a bit of cream. It's a lot. It lasts a long time. I just put it on my hands before I came on air. For me, I wore this all the summer to go to the pool. Yes, I went to the pool and wore a bathing suit. I had the confidence to do that. It's not going to take away your loose skin. The only thing that will do that, from my understanding, is surgery. However, for me, it's a confidence booster. So I will link that down in the description link below. The next thing that I'm loving is with talking about Ozempic face. Many of you guys have asked me a lot about that. And underneath my eyes, I've been using this Tatcha product. It's a serum, and it helps if your eyes get cakey. You know what I'm talking about? Like if you get cakey on there from wearing like foundation or concealer. I put that on midday. That has been very helpful to brighten my face, and thus with Ozempic face. Also the Tatcha, my face is really dry right now. It's very dry weather right now. I'm loving the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. I'll link that in the description link below. That's been really helpful with my skin. You can notice that like on the interior and exterior, I've been really focusing in on. And then the other two, you guys know I love Stanley. I'm a Stanley lover, but I have switched over. If our beautiful viewer, Gay, is watching, she was the one who called this out, and it got me thinking about it, is with this particular one, it's the Simple Modern. I'll link them down below. They don't leak, but the lids on them, you don't have to worry about them getting moldy like you do with Stanley. On Stanley, if you guys didn't see that video that I did, make sure you click subscribe and like, by the way, on this video too. But in that other video, I showed about how Stanley can get moldy if you don't clean it the proper way. These don't. And I love the colors. They're super cute. So, and they're 40-ounce tumblers. So they fit in your car cup holder. The other thing that I'm also loving is, talking about dry skin, is also because I'm drinking so much water. This is not the Laneige lip mask. It's very much inspired, I believe, by that, but it's significantly less expensive. Are you gonna come over? Do you want to get your treat? Here, you can go over there. There you go. Come over. Hopefully he'll come. Get you guys see him. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Let's see. There he goes. There he goes. Mr. Freddy. He's right there. I think it's also windy here, so he might be slightly afraid. So the Laneige lip mask has been so helpful for my lips just because I am drinking so much water. It's made a big difference in it's made a big difference in my beauty routine with that too. So those are the products I'm loving this week, or today I should say, that have been really helpful on my weight loss journey, as is the Smart Tape Measure. Many of you guys have asked in my free encouragement group. There's thousands of us in that group. It's linked in the description link below. If you want encouragement, you do need to make sure you answer all the questions because there's a lot of spammers, and that group is such a high quality group. I refuse to allow spammers to come in. So make sure you answer all the questions. We've been talking a lot in our group recently about different tips and techniques and encouragement and motivation and daily posts and things like that that have been really, really helpful. So my sweet friends, that is this episode. Make sure you click like and subscribe. We have a special thing here at Countess of Shopping where we put down emojis for I know that you've made it this far in the video. And today's emoji is a cup. I will pray over you. If you put the cup down below or a chalice or whatever, a beverage and down below, I will pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I'll do an uplifting, positive moment for you. And it's my way to get to know you better. I truly care about our Countess of Shopping community. There's thousands of us strong. And so it's my way to get to know you. You guys know me, but I want to get to know you as well. So he's looking, I was filming some new Mounjaro recipes. You're going to want to watch my What I Eat in a Day new video. He knows because I spilled some of the food back there. Okay, sweet friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. We'll see you next time, friends. Bye, guys.